Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We are back with another live session of economics in our YouTube channel. I hope tumaluke gompua it's Saturday, and when it's Saturday, there are live classes scheduled for economics in our YouTube channel. So, aji class 11 or jun khokol lora swali asa, please join this live session. In this session, we will be trying to deal with law of diminishing marginal utility. Ami law of diminishing marginal utility ajir classot porhim. And like I always say, jetia moi microeconomics ba macroeconomics or topic loi ahu, these topics are not only important for class 11 and 12 standard for appearing in their board examination, but also for those appearing in the upcoming CUET examination or any examination related to economics. Because microeconomics and macroeconomics forms the basis of economics, jar through আমি ইকনমিক্সৰ হোল্ড ষ্ট্ৰং কৰিব পাৰোঁ বা ইকনমিক্সৰ বেছ আমি ষ্ট্ৰং কৰিব পাৰোঁ, ৰাইট? So when any topic from microeconomics and macroeconomics is explained, least assured is that these are the topics that are repeatedly asked in any of the examination which includes economics in their syllabus. ठीक है? So let's start today's class with great zeal and enthusiasm. Please join this live session as soon as possible so that we can discuss about it, and also for those who would be not watching this session live can also see the recorded version of it that will be staying in this account or in this channel, so that তোমালোকে পিছতো যদি কিবা questions থাকে সেই questions সমূহ সুধিবলৈ কাৰণে পাৰা. I know your summer vacations are on, and you must not be much interested in studying at this point of time, but let me make sure a video of 15 to 20 minutes a day would not do any harm given the depth of the topic that you will be able to learn in this class. Fine, so let's start today's class with great zeal and enthusiasm and learn about law of diminishing marginal utility within a short span of time. Within a short span of time, let us understand the law of diminishing marginal utility. But for that, you will have to understand the meaning of marginal utility. ইমান ডাঙৰ ল এটা পঢ়াৰ আগত আমি মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি কি হয় জানিব লাগিব, নাইবা মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি জানাৰ আগত আমি ইউটিলিটি শব্দটোৰ মিনিং জানিব লাগিব, তাৰ পিছতহে আমি ল অফ মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি পঢ়িব পাৰিম. So what is utility? Utility is nothing but it is the satisfaction, right? Utility is nothing but it is satisfaction. এটা শব্দ যদি আমি ইউটিলিটি ডিফাইন কৰিব লাগে তেনেহ'লে আমি ইউটিলিটি satisfaction বুলি ডিফাইন কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে পাৰোঁ, হয়নে? What is the satisfaction received, হয়নে, from a consumption of certain units of a commodity is utility. এই পেনটো ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি মই কিমান ইউনিটছৰ satisfaction লাভ কৰিছোঁ is utility. Fine. আৰু utility is always measured in terms of utils. যেনেকৈ আমি weight measure কৰোঁ কেজিত, হয়নে, height measure কৰোঁ চেণ্টিমিটাৰ মিটাৰ, ঠিক তেনেকৈ utilityক measure কৰে utils, হয়নে? আৰু utility is nothing but want satisfying power, হয়নে, of a commodity, হয়নে নাই? গতিকে utility এই পেনটোৰ কিমান হয়, এই পেনটোৱে মোক যিমানখিনি want satisfy কৰিব পাৰিছে সিমানখিনিয়ে এই পেনটোৰ utility. So want satisfying power of a commodity বা satisfaction derived from consumption of a commodity is known as utility. ঠিক আছে? So once we know what is utility, once we know how utility is measured, now let us understand what is marginal utility. Marginal শব্দটো in economics refers to এই marginal শব্দটো য'ত আহে সেই শব্দটো আহাৰ লগে লগে এটা বস্তু মনত ৰাখিবা যে কি it shows additional. It shows additional. ঠিক হে? It shows additional. So marginal utility refers to additional utility derived when one additional unit of a good is consumed. যেতিয়া আমি এটা extra additional unit of a commodity consume কৰিছো তাৰ পৰা আমাৰ কিমানখিনি extra utility derive হৈছে is said to be as marginal utility. And we know what is utility. It is one satisfying power of a commodity বা satisfaction derived from consumption of a commodity. গতিকে যেতিয়া আমি এটা extra unit of a commodity consume কৰিছো সেই extra unit of the commodity পৰা আমি কিমানখিনি satisfaction বা extra satisfaction derive কৰিছো is marginal utility. ঠিক হে? So marginal utility শব্দটো হৈছে additional utility derived from consumption of additional unit of a commodity. Utility, satisfaction. Utility, one satisfying power of a commodity. So I hope you are clear with marginal utility. I hope you are clear with the concept of utility. ঠিক আছে? Now, once we are clear with the concept of marginal utility and utility, now let us understand law of diminishing marginal utility. ঠিক আছে? So what does this law of diminishing marginal utility বা আমি short formত ক'ব পাৰো law of DMU এ কি actually বুজায়? Law of DMU বা law of diminishing marginal utility কি বুজায়? It means as we consume more and more units of a commodity, দেই মনত ৰাখিবা যিকোনো এটা commodity either Appleৰ different more and more units consume কৰা কথা কৈছে. It's not more and more of different commodities. ইয়াতে কৈছে the law of DMU states that as we consume more and more units of a commodity to same আছে but we are consuming more and more units of a commodity. মানে Apple consume কৰি আছো but Appleৰ প্ৰথমতে এটা next দুটা next তিনটা next চাৰিটা so এটাকে আমি বঢ়াই গৈ আছো. বুজি পাইছা? So when we are consuming more and more units of a commodity, the utility, the satisfaction derived from each successive unit, তাৰমানে আমি যিমানখিনি additional utility পাই আছো from consumption of extra unit of a commodity goes on decreasing. So law of diminishing marginal utility আমি কি পালো as and when we consume more and more units of a commodity এটা commodity যেতিয়া আমি বেছিতকৈ বেছি units consume কৰি গৈ থাকিম the utility derived, the satisfaction derived from the successive unit, the utility derived from the additional unit that we are consuming goes on decreasing. This can be very interestingly explained with the help of a thirsty person trying to drink a cup of water or a glass of water. Supposedly, I am a thirsty person, mur piyah lagise, aru someone brings in front of me a glass of water. Aru supposedly it's summer, just like the present times, hoine, birat goromot mur piyah lagise, I feel thirsty, and someone provides me with chilled glass of water. Pani to anar loge moi ghut kori, gutei glass to within a second or so, moi কি কৰিম drink কৰি শেষ কৰি দিম ঠিক আছে because I am thirsty. When I drink the first glass of water, my thirst is already quenched or satisfied. মোৰ thirst to already a portion of my thirst is satisfied. কিন্তু কেতিয়াবা এনেকুৱা হ'ব পাৰে যে কি এক গ্লাস পানীৰে মোৰ thirst to satisfy হোৱাই নাই I need another glass of water. Suppose তুমি মোক কোনোবাই মোক আৰু এটা glass of water আনি দিলে. From the second glass of water, I will get less satisfaction according to law of diminishing marginal utility. Why? When I drink the first glass of water, my thirst was at the peak. Mur piya ataitkoi usso storat asile. My thirst was at peak. Buji paisa? Mur piya ataitkoi uporor levelot asile. Right? Kintu যেতিয়া মই ফাৰ্ষ্ট গ্লাছ অফ ৱাটাৰটো খাই দিলোঁ at least 30% মানে মোৰ thirst 100% আছিলে but when I drank this first glass of water at least 30% of my thirst has been satiated or at least 30% of my thirst is satisfied ঠিক আছে next 70% or কাৰণে মই another glass of water তুমি মোক provide কৰিলা কিন্তু here my thirst is only 70% গটিকে এই গ্লাস অফ ওয়াটাৰ টু খোৱাৰ পিছৰ স্যাটিসফ্যাকশন টু মই অকমান কমকে ৰিসিভ কৰিম দেন দিস বিকজ পিয়াহত যেতিয়া পানীটো খাবা আৰু এক গিলাস পানী খাই পেলাই তোমাৰ পিয়াহটো অকমান শেষ হৈ যোৱাৰ পিছত যোনটো গিলাস পানী খাবা তাৰ মাজত বহুতখিনি পাৰ্থক্য আছে right so yare pore tumi high satisfaction paba but since your 30% of the thirst has already been satisfied yare pora tumi oloman kom ke satisfaction paba suppose second glass of water khwar logot tumar your almost 50% of the thirst has been satisfied mane 70-50% has been satisfied mane okol 30% baki ase so you drink another glass of water so when you drink another glass of water this whole 30% jiman khini tumar piya asil has been satisfied so next if you are being given another glass of water now you are not thirsty at all but you drink a glass of water hoine yare pora tumi satisfaction almost zero receive koriba because yat tumar piya lagiye thaka nai hoine tumar piyahor juntu level asile he already satisfied hoi gol right gotike when you drink the fourth glass of water you will get zero satisfaction ঠিক আছে তাৰ পিছতো you will drink the water but satisfaction পোৱা নাই পেটটো ভৰি গৈছে একদম পানী আলেকে আহি গৈছে but তোমাক জোৰ জবস্তি কোনোবাই fifth glass of water যদি দি দিয়ে when you drink the fifth glass of water since already your water level was still here you will what vomit হয়নে you will what you will vomit এই যোনটো vomit হয় তামানে কি তুমি যিমানখিনি পানী খাইছা ই উলাই যাব this vomit actually represents what negative satisfaction vomit hoy pani khini ulai jwa mane ki you are receiving negative satisfaction so what you can see from this example is that when you drink the first glass of water you get the maximum satisfaction and as and when you drink additional unit of water when a glass of water the satisfaction goes on decreasing first it decrease hoy eta homoy ti goi zero hoi jay je ki tumi satisfaction eku receive nokora aru eta homoy ki hoi jabo tumar vomiting hoi jabo yar meaning ki hoy je ki satisfaction tumar negative hoi jabo fine so this is what law of DMU explains and it can be best explained I hope this actually law can be best explained through this example আৰু এই এক্সাম্পলটো তোমালোকে যদি মনত ৰাখি লোৱা there will be মানে in no point of time you will be able to forget this concept or law ঠিক আছে let us understand certain assumptions under which the law of DMU actually operates number 1 cardinal measurement of utility monetary measurement of utility consumption of reasonable quantity tumi khaboi lagibo enokwa nohoy 2 glass of water you are drinking 2 glass of water the law of diminishing marginal utility do not actually apply right so reasonable quantity of commodity khabo lagibo next is a continuous consumption next is enekwa hobo nware je ratipa tumi egilas khaisa duporia egilas khaisa godhuli egilas khaisa ako rati egilas khaisa hetur pora tumi kintu law of DMU to explain koribo nwara the consumption should be continuous ei matro moi first glass khaiso next matrote moi second glass khaiso third ote moi third glass to khaiso loga laga mane within 5-6 minutes I have actually drank all the 5 glasses of water so consumption should be continuous it should not have a break in it nohole itia pia lagise egilas pani khaisa duporia ako pia lagibo pare ako khaba right gotike the consumption should be continuous no change in quality enokwa nohoy je first glass of water khaisa second Sprite khaisa next to me is a blue water pai tenukwa dhornor water khaisa hoine flavored pani khaisa tenekwa hobo nware the quality should be same jodi tumi ice cream khaisa quality walls or tumi same ice cream to khabo lagibo Baskin Robbins or jodi khaisa Baskin Robbins or tumi same quality of ice cream to khabo lagibo so there should not be change in quality of the product the consumer is rational mane enekwa নহয় যে কি consumer is khokwa consumer is rational যে কি consumer হিমান খিনিয়ে খাব জিমান খিনি তেওঁক লাগে তাতকে বেছি খালে of course vomit হৈ যাব হয়নে next হৈছে it is independent utility এটাৰ utility আনটো utility ৰ ওপৰত dependent নহয় marginal utility of money remains constant তাৰ মানে তুমি extra unit of the commodity কিনুতে তুমি মানে মানে each extra unit of commodity কিনিবলৈ কাৰণে তুমি যিমানখিনি পইচা খৰচ কৰিছা it remains same তাৰ মানে for buying this extra unit of glass of water you spend the same amount just as you spend on buying this glass of water and again on this glass of water তাৰ মানে marginal utility of money remain constant when you drink each glass of water next হৈছে তোমাৰ income আৰু prices fixed থাকিব লাগে because utility concept to আমাৰ economics ত বা want or যোনটো concept হয়নে satisfaction or যোনটো concept it is also linked to তোমাৰ income and prices তাৰ মানে এটা বস্তুৰ টেষ্ট বহুত বেয়া হ'ব পাৰে বহুত বেয়া মানে কি অলপ মিডিয়াম বেয়া হ'ব পাৰে বাট তুমি যদি তাক 10 টকাত পাইছা তেনেহলে হেতু তুমি highly satisfied বুলিয়ে মাৰ্ক কৰিবা on the other hand সেই same বস্তুটো তোমাৰ তুমি যদি 100 টকাত কিনিব লাগে তেনেহলে you will mark it as less satisfaction or less satisfied বুজি পাইছা গটিকে the lesser you pay the more satisfied you are the more utility you are getting the more you pay the lesser utility you are getting এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ অলপ এটা আমাৰ behavior আছে মানুহবিলাকৰ মাজত to act according to the price similarly income if your income is higher when if your income is higher or if your income changes the satisfaction might also vary right যেনেকে for example তুমি glass of suppose এটো coke খাই আছিলা water খাই থাকা নাই glass of coke খাই আছিলা ইয়াতে তোমাৰ income আছিলে 100 হয়নে next তোমাৰ next income তোমাৰ হৈ গল suppose 50 rupees যেতিয়া তোমাৰ income 50 rupees হৈ গল আৰু এটো তোমাৰ 50 rupees এ লয় তুমি গুটে income টো এক কোকত খাবলৈ লাগি গল right গটিকে ইয়াৰ পৰা তুমি কমকে satisfaction পাবা কাৰণ খোৱাৰ লগে লগে back of the mind তোমাৰ কি আহি থাকিব তোমাৰ যিমানখিনি পইচা আছিলে তুমি গুটে পইচা খৰচ কৰি ললা বুজি পাইছা যিমান পইচা আছিলে গুটেখিনি তুমি খৰচ কৰি ললা গটিকে satisfaction derived from consumption of a commodity also depends upon income and prices বুজি পাইছা so here because with change in income and prices there can be difference in satisfaction level we consider income and prices to be constant ঠিক আছে I hope you are clear with it ঠিক আছে I hope you are clear with it so these are the assumptions under which law of diminishing marginal utility operates the first is cardinal measurement of utility okay I did not actually explain you what is cardinal utility means when utility can be measured in absolute numbers যেতিয়া আমি utility measure কৰিব পাৰো যেনেকে এটা গ্লাস অফ ওয়াটাৰৰ পৰা তুমি কিমানখিনি utility derive কৰিলা 3 utils হব next tour পৰা কিমান কৰিলা 6 utils so here we are being able to measure utility in terms of absolute number right so when we can measure utility in terms of absolute number we say it to be cardinal utility ঠিক আছে so these are the assumption of law of diminishing marginal utility let us explain this with the help of a diagram and also a schedule so yate jodi swa ice cream consumption or eta example dia ase swa each টাইমত তোমাৰ 1 এক্সট্ৰা ইউনিট অফ আইচক্ৰীম কনজিউম কৰি আছে একৰ্ডিং টু দি এজাম্পশ্যন প্ৰাইচ ফিক্স হ'ব লাগিব ইনকাম ফিক্স হ'ব লাগিব সেম কোৱালিটি অফ আইচক্ৰীম আমি খাই থাকিব লাগিব এণ্ড দিছ কনজাম্পশ্যন প্ৰচিডিউৰ শুড বি কণ্টিনিউৱাছ ৰাইট চ' ইয়াতে চোৱা আমি ইচ বাৰত এটা এক্সট্ৰা ইউনিট অফ আইচক্ৰীম কনজিউম কৰি আছোঁ ঠিক আছে চ' ফাৰ্ষ্ট যেতিয়া আমি ফাৰ্ষ্ট ইউনিট অফ আইচক্ৰীম কনজিউম কৰি আছোঁ তাৰ পৰা আমি মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি কিমান পাই আছোঁ 20 চ' ফাৰ্ষ্ট ইউনিটত মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি আৰু টোটেল ইউটিলিটি ছেমেই হয় ঠিক আছে মাৰ্জিনেল ইউটিলিটি আৰু টোটেল ইউটিলিটি ফাৰ্ষ্ট ইউনিট অফ গুডৰ কনজাম্পশ্যনত ছেমেই হয় ঠিক আছে নেক্সট যেতিয়া আমি বহুত গৰম লাগিছে মই যেনেকৈ এক্সপ্লেইন কৰিলোঁ ফাৰ্ষ্ট আইচক্ৰীমটো খোৱাৰ লগে লগে ইউ গেট মেক্সিমাম ছেটিছফেকশ্যন বাট উইথ the eating of the first ice cream a part of your মানে তোমাৰ যোনটো গৰম লাগি আছিলে বা তোমাৰ পানী যোনটো পিয়া লাগি আছিলে ইজ অলৰেডি ছেটিছফাইড হয় নে নাই গতিকে when you take the next ice cream next unit of ice cream you are already satisfied with the first one gotike second to khaute you get a little less satisfaction and that little less satisfaction is given by 16 prothom to khaute highest satisfaction next to khaute ki hobo satisfaction komi jabo so according to law of DMU with additional or successive consumption of the commodity units of the commodity the satisfaction received from the additional or successive unit goes on decreasing so yate 16 hoise next 10 hoise next 4 hoise 4 number unit of ice cream to khwar loge loge tomar satisfaction 4 hoise 5 number ice cream to khwar loge loge you are done point of satiety iti aru tomar marginal utility extra utility tumi eku poa nai kihor kane tumi extra utility eku poa nai because your satisfaction level hoine যিমানখিনি তুমি পাব লাগে হিমানখিনি তুমি পাই গৈছা আৰু তাতকে তোমাৰ satisfaction বেছি হ'বলৈ কাৰণে নোৱাৰে right so when marginal utility becomes zero মানে by eating that extra ice cream you are not getting any extra utility হয়নে so ইয়াত point of satiety বুলি কোৱা হয় আৰু তাৰ পিছতো তোমাক যদি জোৰ জবস্তি কোনোবাই আইসক্ৰীম খুৱাই দিয়ে like I said হয়নে you will vomit that ice cream because তোমাৰ ইয়ালৈকে আইসক্ৰীম আহি গৈছে নেক্সট টু খোৱাৰ লগে লগে you will vomit and next সেই যোনটো vomiting বস্তু কৈছিলো that is reflected by negative utility হয়নে মই তোমালোকক কৈছিলো vomit কৰি উলাই আহাটোৱে negative utility so what you see is that marginal as in when additional unit or when more and more units of a commodity is consumed the marginal utility derived from its successive unit goes on decreasing at one point it becomes zero point of satiety aru after that marginal utility becomes negative total utility ami keneke korim just plus kori jaba first two logot 16 36 or logot 10 46 or logot 46 or logot is here a mistake 20 16 36 10 46 4 50 etu 40 no hobo de 50 there is a typing mistake those who are watching me live please correct this je ki total utility to 50 hobo 46 plus 4 50 aru yato 50 thakibo because 50 plus 0 50 right 20 plus 16 36 plus 10 36 46 plus 4 50 plus 0 50 minus 6 it will be 44 so there is little change right in the explanation of law of DMU there is little change here ঠিক আছে please there is a typing mistake change this ঠিক আছে so this is how you find the total utility now আমি যদি marginal utility curve dal draw কৰিব লাগে হয়নে so first unit of consumption or পৰা আমি কিমান পাইছো first এফালে suppose units of ice cream লৈছো এফালে marginal utility received from আমি ice cream লৈছো তেনেহলে first unit consume কৰোতে আমি maximum satisfaction পাইছো so 20 we are in point A next to কৰোতে আমি কিমান পাইছো 16 we are in point B হয়নে next to korute ami 8 paiso next to korute ami 4 paiso hoine ar next to korute ami 0 paiso mane ki we will be at A B C D we will be at point E aru ei point to quot ase it is overlapping with the x axis it is overlapping with x-axis. Tamane ki yate marginal utility 0 hoy goise. Beyond this, marginal utility will be negative, and as such, we will be at point, suppose 6, minus 6 or ahi paiso ami, right? Minus 6 or ahi paiso. So, it was already minus 6 hoy, we will be point at F here. Jot, the marginal utility will become negative. Gotike marginal utility curve dal ki hobo? Downward sloping curve, which reflects or which indicates that with successive unit of consumption, with successive consumption of commodity, the successive marginal utility received from each additional unit of the commodity goes on decreasing. Ami jiman extra commodity mane khai thaku, purchase kori khai thaku, additional juntu ami utility receive kori asu from additional consumption of a commodity, it goes on decreasing. Hoine? Eta point at it goes 0 hoy jabo, juntu point on marginal utility 0 hoy jai, tak ki buli koy? Point of satiety buli koy, aru beyond that point of satiety, marginal utility becomes negative. Beyond point of satiety, the marginal utility becomes negative. So, this is all about law of DMU. Thank you so much for all those who are watching me live. Do you have any queries? If so, you can write down in the comment box. But before that, there is a little update to the schedule. Yate mistake eta ase. Please look at it aru make the necessary correction. Thik ase, please look at it and make the necessary correction. If you do not have any doubt, we would like to wrap up today's class. Thik ase. For those who will be watching this later on, you can also write down in the comment box in case if you have any doubt. Thank you so much for joining with me. We will meet in the next live session. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.